Career firefighters will walk off the job for 1 hour today amidst tensions with the Fire and Emergency New Zealand over safety, staffing and funding. The New Zealand Professional Firefighters Union says the strike is necessary after a 16-month-long pay dispute. But the fire service says the strike is premature and puts people at risk. We'll speak with FENZ shortly, but first we're joined by Union Secretary Joanne Wattie. Wattie, lovely to have you on the show again. Why now? Why is the union striking?
Well, we need to get a deal done, and we can't get a deal done while FENZ can't come to the table. FENZ has applied for facilitation. That was dealt with in a hearing this week. We expect a decision whenever it comes. In the interim, we suggested continued bargaining. They refused to do so. The decision might be no facilitation. Then what is FENZ going to do? No deal can be done when we're not in the same room trying to work through these issues.
FENZ says the latest proposal is 3 times their offer. Why do you think your claim is justified here?
Well, it's not, and that's absolutely distorted, and we were appalled to see distorted information put forward before the ERA in their facilitation case. We also showed those figures to the consultants that agreed consultants with both FENZ and us, and the consultant was shocked as well at the distortion of those numbers.
Earlier this month, the union claimed asbestos was found in an air tank. There have been some questions about safe work practice, haven't there?
Absolutely. Look, this is a really serious issue for firefighters in Auckland in particular, both physical and mentally. The compressor from which the firefighters' breathing apparatus sets are filled was found to be pretty much riddled with asbestos. The air goes into big air tanks then. Only 1 of 6 of those was tested, and that had asbestos in it. They were supposed to then test also at the same time a selection of the firefighters' breathing apparatus. They didn't do so. Therefore, there is a very real risk that there is asbestos in those breathing apparatus. We want them to remove all those breathing apparatus. It'll be about 700 to 800 sets, and replace them. As it is, they're coming to the end of life anyway. Some of the parts are obsolete. The people that service them are finding it hard to service. Bring that forward. Give them new BA cylinders and sets, and then they can wear those sets free of the concern that they might actually be breathing in asbestos.
Where is the relationship at this stage between the union and FENZ? Last time we had you on, probably a couple of months ago, right? Since then, have things just gone downhill? Where are you at?
Yeah, they've. So in that time, FENZ dropped a 260-page restructured document that slashes about 160 jobs. Didn't consult with us, didn't consult with the PSA. That matter is an urgent application before the Employment Relations Authority at the moment, and we're expecting to be hopefully going to mediation very shortly on that. I didn't think the trust could bottom out any more than what it has in the past, but the firefighters tell me that, and particularly those that have been around the block for a long time, including the Troubles in the 90s, that this is the worst they've ever seen the organisation. They can't trust their trucks. In Auckland, they can't trust their BA. We've got stations closing in Wellington the weekends because we don't have enough staff. They're not listening, and the changes in the restructure is removing specialisation, removing some key jobs, will affect training, and will ultimately affect emergency response.
Wattie Watson joining us from Wellington this morning. Thank you for your time. We'll go now to Fire and Emergency New Zealand Deputy National Commander Megan Stifler. Megan, what do you make of that? Is the relationship, would you agree, at the worst it's ever been?
Look, Chris, good morning. And, I think there's a lot of rhetoric in what's been said this morning. We are genuinely at the table. For 18 months nearly we've been negotiating with the PFU, and there is still such a gap between what we can offer and what they're expecting. A facilitation to get a result is the best outcome for our firefighters, because we can't see getting a resolution without that third party helping us do that.
Yeah, and do you think that is necessary because, as Wattie was saying before, the trust levels have quite bottomed out?
Oh, I don't think so, Chris. You know, our firefighters are telling us we need to invest in fleet and properties. We agree. We're investing $20 million a year over the next 3 years. We have 78 fire trucks coming online. We have 5 of our heavy aerial ladders coming online. We have listened and we agree, and we are delivering in an asset plan. So to say that they're striking to get more resources is it's not genuine. We are putting the public at risk because we are bringing up issues from the past. We have got a plan moving forward to improve equipment and facilities. Now, our people in our communities are being put at risk today for 1 hour because our firefighters are walking away from duty. We need our community to be alert but not alarmed, and really be careful during that hour in case an incident occurs.
The firefighters might say that actually their safety is being put at risk. What do you make of the claims of asbestos being found in an air tank, and will you be testing other air tanks?
Yeah, that's all in the plan. We're working with our frontline staff and the PFU on moving forward. That asbestos was found through our positive testing regime. We have found an issue. We communicated that with our workforce, and we're now putting a plan together on how we move forward. There was 1 fibre found in that air tank, and that's 1 fibre too much, we agree. But now we have to move forward. We've identified a problem. We need to solve issues together, not butt heads. And I think our firefighters have made it really clear we need to work positively with the union, not be at loggerheads all the time, because it impacts them. We need to move forward with positive actions.
So what is the next step here? Is facilitation the only way? Because you can't be going into this situation when you're back on breakfast in a couple of months' time and it's even worse, can you?
Yeah, Chris, as a career firefighter, it hurts me to stand in front of your listeners and say that our firefighters won't be there for 60 minutes today. For that whole hour, we are relying on our 11,000 volunteers to leave their communities and deliver services within those career firefighter areas. Now, we've got a map online at fireandemergency.nz where community can look and see which areas are impacted. But this walking off, they're not on a production line, they are responding to emergencies. So for 60 minutes, we'll have delays in our 111 calls, we'll have delays in us reaching the incidents. Now, our offer on the table works out at about 6.2% over 3 years. That will take the average earnings of a senior firefighter from about $81,000 to $87,000 up to $86,000 to $93,000 a year. And that's not including overtime and allowances that average $38,000 a year. When we say it's fair and reasonable, we are seriously saying it is fair and reasonable.
Megan, before you go, what time is it starting? What time, just so people are aware out there, what time this is actually starting today?
Great. From 12 o'clock today till 1 o'clock, we need the community and business owners to be aware and alert of what's happening in their facilities and their homes. If something happens, please call 111. We will answer. There will be delays, but we will get to you with our 11,000 volunteers who will step up and fill the void.
Appreciate your time this morning. Megan Stifler, Deputy National Commander. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Chris.